So here are the notes. Column 1, line 2nd R. Here also has the secondary meaning. Pitiable but without any special emphasis of feeling. A sympathy without understanding that Karl has with his parents, as well perhaps you, Bože. Item 9, Freilufte, is a little more grand, but there's probably no alternative. Item 17, Je dobry naladie ponieważ byl silny klepeć, should be removed completely. No, I'd rather mail the letter. I'll send you the notes tomorrow. Anyway, there are very few of them. Nothing for page after page. Even though the truth of a translation is obvious, it still continues to amaze me. Hardly a single misunderstanding, which wouldn't mean so much itself, but I find there is constant, powerful and decisive understanding as well. I just don't know whether Czechs won't hold its very faithfulness against you, which for me is the nicest part of the translation, not because of the story, but for my own sake. My feel for Czech, I have one too, is fully satisfied, but it is extremely biased. In any case, if someone should attack you on this point, try to balance the offense with my gratitude. Maren, May 1920. Dear Frau Milena, yes, this heading is becoming burdensome, although it is something to cling to in this uncertain world, like a crutch for sick people. But it's no sign of recovery when the crutches grow to be a burden. I've never lived among Germans. German is my mother tongue, and as such more natural to me, but I consider Czech much more affectionate, which is why your letter removes several uncertainties. I see you more clearly, the movements of your body, your hands, so quick, so resolute, it's almost like a beating. Even so, when I then want to raise my eyes to your face in the middle of the letter, what a story. Fire breaks out and I see nothing but fire. It might tempt one into believing in that law you have laid down for life. Naturally, you don't want to be pitied for these rules to which you presumably adhere, for laying down the law is nothing but pure arrogance and conceit. I'm the one of peace. However, the cases where you have put this law to the test require no further discussion. One can only kiss your hand in silence. As far as I'm concerned, I do believe in your law, but I can't believe that it could loom over your lives exclusively, forever and blatantly cruel. It is, of course, an insight, but only an insight along the way, and the way is endless. But uninfluenced by that, it is frightening for the mundanely limited mind of a human to see you in the overheated oven in which you live. For the moment, I only want to speak about myself. If you treat the whole thing as a school assignment, you had 3 possible ways of dealing with me. For instance, you could have refrained from saying anything at all about yourself, but then you would have deprived me of the good fortune of knowing you and the even greater fortune of being able to put myself to the test. And so you really weren't allowed to keep yourself locked away from me. Then you might have kept certain things from me or glossed them over, and you could still do so, but in my current state, I would sense this even if I didn't say so, and it would hurt me twice as much. So you aren't allowed to do that either. There remains only the third choice, to look out for yourself a bit. As a matter of fact, your letters show that this is slight possibility. There's often talk about stability and calm, but I frequently read about other things as well, although just for the time being, and recently even absolute horror. What you say about your health, my own is good, just that I don't sleep well in the mountain air does not satisfy me. I don't find the doctor's diagnosis especially favorable. It's really neither favorable nor unfavorable. Your attitude alone can decide how it should be interpreted. Of course, doctors are stupid, or rather no more stupid than other people, but their pretensions are ridiculous. Still, you have to count on their becoming more and more stupid from the moment you start dealing with them. And what the doctor is now demanding is neither very stupid nor impossible. Nonetheless, it shall remain impossible for you to become really sick. How has your life changed since you spoke with the doctor? That is the main question. But now please permit me a few questions on the side. Why and since when do you have the money? Are you in touch with your relatives? I think you must be, because you once gave me an address from which you regularly received packages. Has that stopped? Why did you, as you write, once see many people in Vienna and now no one? You don't want to send me your feuilletons, so you obviously don't trust me to place them properly in the picture I'm forming of you. Alright then, I'll be mad at you on this score, which incidentally is no great misfortune, as things balance out quite well if there's a little anger for you lurking in one corner of my heart. FRANZ K.